Hello and welcome. I hope that you are all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today to talk about books. And we are doing our last book video of 2025. I hope you're as excited as I am. Our book today is Midwinter Murder, Fireside Tales from the Queen of Mystery. So this is a book by Agatha Christie where all of the stories are set in the winter. And it is a collection of 12 short stories, the longest of which is Three Blind Mice, which is also probably the best known of these stories. And I thought what I was going to do was just read them in small bites, which is a huge advantage when you have a bunch of things you need to do, and then you can read a story, go work on the things you need to work on, come back to another story when you have time, and then your story reading isn't being interrupted. And while it is not one of the books I read for Read Christie 2025, I really did enjoy it. And as I've mentioned, it begins with the story Three Blind Mice, which is a locked room mystery. And it's after World War II, and newlyweds, Molly and Giles, are opening a guest house. It's the first week of business, and a blizzard leaves them and their eclectic guests stranded at the guest house. Detective Sergeant Trotter arrives and informs them that he believes there is a murderer amongst them, with the plan to kill two of them. Everyone is a suspect, and much of the tension in the story comes from each of them suspecting the others, even those they are closest to. Who is the killer and who are the intended victims? This story is the basis of the play The Mousetrap. Other stories include your favorite Christie characters like Poirot, Miss Jane Marple, and Tommy and Tuppence. Overall, I like this story collection. Some of the stories were better than others, but I enjoyed it immensely. And although I intended to read a little at a time, I found myself reading more at a time than I had thought I would. What can you read for a similar experience? And we are talking mysteries that take place in the winter. And because we don't have any of these in the library currently, I just took pictures of the covers of them. So first, we're going to start with Marple, 12 New Mysteries. And this is a collection of mysteries written by female authors who were influenced by Agatha Christie's character Jane Marple. Some of the authors include Leigh Bardugo, Lucy Foley, and Ruth Ware, among others. I will also suggest Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot's Christmas. This story was written in 1938 and involves Simon Lee, who gathers his estranged family around him, only to be found dead in a locked room. Which one is the guilty party? You'll enjoy the unraveling of the story. And on to bingo. I didn't have much left to complete the bingo, but I also don't think I completed it all. So send a card or write a letter, done. Reach out to someone, done. I'm going to check off the free space. Be inspired by a book to create, done. However, I did not complete Make a Wearable Craft. There is my bingo card. So we have 4 bingos down, 4 bingos across, so 8 bingos. Not bad. I also wanted to mention that I believe next year I will be doing Read Christie 2026, and they have announced the theme for the year, so it's Queen of Crime, Biggest, Best, and Beloved. So if you would like to take part in Read Christie 2026, you can go to the Agatha Christie website and find out all the details. There we are. I hope that you enjoyed hearing about the books that I read this year, and I hope that you'll be back with me again next year. We've got some new things planned and some old returning favorites. I hope to see you then, and Happy New Year.